HTML comments are used to add notes and explanations, or temporarily disable code in an HTML document. These comments are not displayed in the final output of the web page, making them an invaluable tool for developers. Let's take a closer look at how to use HTML comments effectively. To create an HTML comment, we use the opening tag, followed by our comment text, and end it with the closing tag. It's important to note that comments can span multiple lines if needed. HTML comments can be placed anywhere within the HTML document, and their purpose is to provide information and context to developers. Let's see some practical examples. In our first example, we have a complex piece of code that may be difficult to understand just by looking at it. By adding a comment, we can explain what each line of code does and make it easier for other developers to comprehend and modify in the future. Another use case for HTML comments is to temporarily disable a piece of code. Let's say we have a section that we want to remove from the web page but keep it for future reference. We can simply comment out that section. By adding the opening and closing comment tags around the unwanted code, it effectively becomes hidden from the final output. This allows us to keep the code intact without affecting the appearance or functionality of the web page. Now that we understand how to use HTML comments, let's talk about their benefits in web development. HTML comments can help in several ways to improve collaboration, code maintenance, and readability. Firstly, comments serve as documentation for developers. By explaining the intention and functionality of the code, comments make it easier for other developers to understand and modify the code at a later stage. Secondly, comments can be used for personal notes. They allow developers to make reminders, jot down ideas, or indicate possible improvements for future reference. Thirdly, HTML comments aid in troubleshooting and debugging. When faced with an issue, developers can comment out sections of code to identify the root cause of the problem. This process helps to isolate and fix the issue more efficiently. Lastly, HTML comments contribute to code readability. By organizing and categorizing code sections with comments, developers can navigate through complex projects with ease. These benefits demonstrate the importance of HTML comments in effective web development. It's an essential practice to adopt for any web developer, regardless of their level of expertise.